Hi, my name is Kalinda Blondin, and we're here at Parker Park, and we're going to do a safety inspection video with you today. So thank you to the City of Yellowknife for allowing us to use their awesome playground. So we're going to go get started here. Let's go. When you go into your playground and your play space, you want to make sure that you already have your weekly, your monthly, your daily inspection checklists. And you want to take a look at all the stuff that's already on there that you've created specifically for your playground. And then whatever park that you are going to go ahead and inspect, you have areas where there's notes and signatures so that everything is recorded to make sure that you have done due diligence in supplying your community with the best playground structure that your community can offer. And when you go to a playground, you want to take a look to see if there's anything loose, if there's any sharp edges. Oh, well, stuff like this just sticking out of your playground structure, you don't want any of that. Anything where kids can get hurt, because they're so imaginative, they can do so much with this equipment, stuff we've planned for, stuff we haven't planned for, they're playing, let them be kids. So when we're doing an inspection, and you want to take a look at all your different angles and where all your different equipment is connected to the structure. And you want to take a look at all of the different connections and the screws and the bolts, and making sure that 3.5 inches and 9 inches is where you want to be. So that 9 inches and over is where kids can go through, and this is your traffic area. You don't want kids sticking their heads or their hands or their entire bodies through little openings like this. You want to try to control that. All right, let's go check out another spot. So when you are doing a playground inspection, you can go ahead and try out the equipment, of course, to see if there's anything going on with your swings or your slides or anything you wanted to go ahead and climb. So you would take a look if there's any squeaks, you can lube that up. You can go ahead and take a look at the surface to see if there's any packing material that you do need to start covering in. And then of course, we get some teenagers coming into our playgrounds and they want to just throw this right over the bars. What you want to do with that is go ahead and untangle that, because again, we want this park to be inclusive for everyone. So when you go into your playgrounds, you want to take a look at the whole planning of it. This structure here isn't just for kids and children, it's also for parents. You want to make sure that they have a nice spot where they can go and relax as your kids can play. There's park benches, there's picnic benches. This is a multi-use area and you want to treat it as so. Anytime where there is vandalism or there's something that needs to be replaced, and major or minor, you want to put this in your plan. You want to write this down in your report. Vandalism like this and scuffs like this are an easy fix. You can go ahead and fix it on the spot, or maybe it's a bigger fix and you need to plan for it maybe the next fiscal year, or maybe there's an addition that you need to add to this play structure in order to meet the needs of your community. So is this going to be an expense that's for this year? Is this going to be an expense for 3 years down the road? Maybe it's 5 years down the road where you need to replace an entire structure. So you got to plan ahead, because instances where anything that needs to be replaced, this is your asset. This is your responsibility. Anything that is also lost and found, you can go ahead and keep that and make sure that it's publicly noted that people can go ahead and pick up their stuff, because even something like this, you want to go ahead and remove. When you are planning your playground and your play space, you also want to make sure that you do have garbage bins available. As you can see that this garbage bin is completely working order and it is still functioning. There is a little bit of wear and tear, and that's always expected. Now you have to think, is this going to be an expense for this year? Is this going to be an expense for next year? How much of this rust is going to really affect the use of your garbage bin or any of your areas and parks and play spaces? So is this need to be replaced right away? Is it safe? Or can we still go ahead and use it until we can go ahead and plan for a brand new garbage bin? In Canada alone, it is estimated that every year 20,000 children are injured on our playground play spaces. So that is about the population of Yellowknife alone. And the highest rates where we find these injuries are our monkey bars, our swings, and our slides. And 31% of this is actually due to poor regular maintenance on your daily, weekly, monthly, yearly planning schedules. And we don't want to eliminate any of this equipment from our structures, but we do want to try and minimize the risk. Signage is really important in your parks and play spaces, not only to name the park and any memorial or anything like that, but also to list out some of the rules and regulations that you have of your park, because this is an asset to you and it could be a huge asset to the people in your community as well. Not only will it list any of the things that you can and cannot do, but also if you have fines or anything like that that needs to be paid out in case anybody destroys any of your equipment, well, it's listed here. This protects you as well as it protects the people who are using your wonderful play structure. We hope that this video has helped you in the planning and maintaining of your parks and play spaces so that everyone can enjoy it for many years to come.